Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, the things are working. The things are up. I don't have my glove on yet. That's okay. 1 second. Everyone, while I put the freaking glove on. I am a mess. I'm sorry. But first of all, congratulations, Chocolate Disco. Chocolate Disco. And Chocolate Disco for first, second, and third, respectfully. And hello Disco, hello Syrinx, hello Eccentric, hello Brian, hello Scotty, hello Kudju, hello Bells, hello, wait, I said Kudju already, I think. Regardless, hello everybody. Howdy do. Howdy the heckin' do, as they say sometimes. And hello Roland. I'm a mess because I started stream and then was like, well, I want to get more tea, so I went to go get more tea, and then I was like, well, I need to go get water, so I went to go get water, and then I was like, well, I want a little bit of chocolate, so I went to get a little bit of chocolate, and then I looked at the time and was just like, that's at 3 seconds, and I don't even have my drawing tablet plugged in yet. These are problems. These are situations that we need to fix. And yeah, that's basically it. And hello, Ruby. So, a little bit of a slowness there, but hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Congratulations, you made it through the week, whatever the week might have entailed for you. I hope that things have gone smoothly. Yeah. Hello, Vitrify. Only means you're human. Nope, I should have done this stuff 5 minutes before, but I decided to add this stupid thing to my frickin' face instead. So I was a little bit late to the stream prep. Because I was like, well, I want to test this thing really quickly to see if it actually works. And it's just like, it kind of works. Excuse me. The cough's also been not the greatest today. Yeah, Syrinx, I figured out the pipe. Hold on. Go on, because clicking buttons quickly makes happy brain juice go burr. The week until replacing pipes in steam tunnels really wasn't that bad, though. I mean, as long as there's no steam firing through them, you should be fine, right? The moment that those things are turned on while you're still in there is probably not a good time. I figured out the pipe. 'Tis true. I was in a vehicle with Syrinx yesterday, chatting a little bit, and I was like, man, I need to leave better notes for myself, because I just have this thing written down that just says pipe with 5 arrows onto the left and right of it, pointing at it, and I have no idea what it is anymore. Like, it's just kind of written there, and I have no context. And then just at one point, I was chatting with somebody else, and I was like, it's for a pipe! Like a smoke pipe! I mean, granted, it's not connected to, like, the bottom lip, because I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so I just stuck it to the head. But still, I have a pipe. Happened to me last night. I caught a nasty rash from antibiotics that I was taking from which is the first mistake for an allergic reaction. Fabric softener I used for my sheets. Only took 1 pill this morning. So far, I'm not nearly as itchy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. That's not a good time. Syrinx, please. I am a permanently single individual. I have no need for such primitive things. I'm an enlightened being. I can say that because I have a pipe. So many incredible things that I can say just simply because of the fact that I have a pipe now. I should have put a top hat on myself as well, and a monocle. But I'd have to model them first, so that's a whole thing. That's too much work, honestly. And also, congratulations, Ruby, on Christmas. On the Serbian Christmas. Syrinx daydreaming like a man of culture. Nope, judging Syrinx. Speaking of Syrinx, we've been volunteered a joke to build on top of the joke that I said last stream. And Syrinx, I actually was like kind of laying awake thinking about it last night, just realizing kind of the horror that it actually is. Like, should someone actually try to do that? And it's... bleh. So as for those who aren't aware, last stream I made the joke of... if somebody accidentally sits in milk and you look over, does that mean that you're looking at their derriere? So Syrinx proposed the joke. So if you vape milk, does that mean that you're breathing out derriere? And just... I, like, sat and thought about it last night. Well, Layden thought about it last night and was just like, the idea of vaporizing and inhaling milk is terrifying. Like, just filling your lungs with, like, vaporized dairy. There's no way that that doesn't frickin' murder you. Whey vape? Well, isn't whey a powder technically? Lungs need protein, but like, whey powder's not made out of dairy, is it? Or am I completely wrong? Heard people say it tastes like pudding when you vape milk. That's horrifying, Disco. Why do you even know that? Granted, you're hearing it from other people, so I'm glad you're not doing it, but that's still horrifying. Wonder if powdered milk would be better for smoking. I think powdered milk is flammable, isn't it? Just snort powdered milk at this point. Bells. Bells. I'm worried about you. I'm very worried about you at this point. Bells. No. Hold on. I need a sound effect of like the sound of a chair dragging over the ground, you know, like a chair's being pulled up. And just like, we need to have a little bit of a talk right now, especially now that I have a pipe. I have adopted the moniker and the archetype of a more fatherly figure. So it's like, Bells, we need to have a talk. Please go sit in the kitchen, and we will have one of our deep conversations about the terrifying nature that is the statement that you just made. Maybe both of them, actually. I don't think any of my... Ooh, wait. I don't think either of my oppas ever smoked one. I don't think so. I'd have to ask, because I'm not certain. You can't make me, but Bells, you've said something terrifying. And also, yes, hold on, no, I need to figure that out. Is powdered milk flammable? Will not ignite. Oh, weird. Okay, so a pile of dried milk powder will not ignite even in a roaring, even if a roaring flame is played into it. However, if the powder is sprinkled into a fire, a spectacular fireball is produced. Yes, because I've witnessed this before. Because we were doing like a burn pile, and I had like a little container that had a little bit left in it, and I think I just like shook it out and it was like... was a small little poof, but it was like, oh. You literally use dirt dust. How dare you say such things to me, eccentric, in my stream? I need to... Man, I need, like, a fake pipe right now so that I can more symbolize me having a pipe. You know, like having an actual, like, thing in my mouth so that I can be more like, ah, yes. Allow me for a moment to dispel my wisdom upon you all. I made a mistake giving my character a pipe. I'm too amused by it, even though it does need to get fixed. I don't think you guys can see it, but there's a... how to say? There's a little seam on one side that I need to fix, and I'm not sure how to approach it at the moment. Because I only made this thing last night, and I didn't get a chance to test it. I just brought it into... I made it in Blender in a few minutes, then learned how to texture it, and then brought it into Unity to test it out. And I don't quite know how it all works yet, but the seam is very prominent, so I need to figure out how to fix that seam. But say la vie, this is the danger of mines. Mines can explode because of the fine dust. Well, clearly there needs to be good ventilation in mines, especially in... Ooh, what's that mine again? What type of mine is that again? Ah, heck. Oh, I can't remember what type of stuff that is. It's a very particular type of mineral that's so that certain mines make, but like they're super dangerous. Like they're horrific for breathing. Like those mines in particular need to use like, oh, what is it called again? Some kind of like wetting material. Not wetting, wetting, like to dampen things or to make things mildly wet so that they don't produce dust, because the stuff is so deadly, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the heck the stuff is called anymore. I don't think it was silicone. I wish I could remember this stuff. Oh, hello, Blue. Thank you. I've been an absolute pain in the ass because of it, because I keep looking over and seeing me having a pipe and being like... We use similar stuff in construction sites. You have to wet the ground or use floor sweep before cleaning dust, or vacuum with HEPA? I hope I'm saying that correctly. A HEPA filter? I don't actually know that the particular thing, but I can understand it. I know that I definitely had to use many a face mask in several situations when it came to like construction or making stuff, etc. Also, nice shirt. I've had this shirt for many a time, but still appreciate it. And Benjamin is being a good lad. He's trying to tell me that we're supposed to do art today, and I'm like, we're talking right now. You wait a little bit. And he's just like, just being a happy lad. Is Benjamin your stand? My what? As opposed to what? My fall? JoJo reference. Oh, like the summon things. That's what they basically are, right? They're like, how to say it? They're like single. No, not single. They're one person summons, essentially. No, Benjamin is his own entity. He's a completely different lad. He is separate to me in every way. He's just a good boy. I have seen 10 episodes of JoJo, and I was like, I can never. He never talks. It's true. Benjamin can't talk. He is incapable of speech. Unsubscribed. I'm sorry, Disco. If I got rid of the pipe, will you come back? I don't know if I could actually get rid of the pipe. I like the pipe, like, a lot, but... Hold on, I need to... Oh! Almost dropped my pen. Also good. I always recommend people that if you don't like the first episode, stop watching. Yeah, I was at a friend's place and he was like, you want to watch JoJo? And I'm like, I mean, sure. And then we made it to like... I don't know what part we made it to. And like, even if I did, it'd be just like... Yeah, like, like, even if I did, I wouldn't know how to describe it anymore. Look, we at least made it to Speedwagon. That's as far as I truly remember, and that Speedwagon's a good boy. That's about all I really remember. Storytelling even uses the same characters and is similar throughout the whole series. Ah, okay. I'm aware of some of the memes because the guy that I sat beside when I was an animator... like, he was a JoJo fan, and I was just like, I'm seeing these weird memes online sometimes, do you know this? And he's like, yeah, those are JoJo memes, and I'm like, can you explain them to me? He's like, I can try, but I can try. So he tried, and the only thing I remember is even Speedwagon was afraid. That is the only thing that I really remember whatsoever. And, what is it? What is his name again? Was it Joseph Joestar? Who does the oh my god? And that's it. Oh, and You're Approaching Me. And, what is it? Useless. Muda, etc. That's the extent of my JoJo knowledge. Alright, I'm on the wrong one. Gotta beat the blue. Or is it just called... It's JoJo Bizarre Adventures, Ruby. That's what we're talking about. Though I'm just saying JoJo because everybody here, I'm pretty sure, knows what I mean if I say JoJo. Oh, wait. I know one other thing. And it's, oh god, what is it called again? Pillars? Something Pillars? Pillars of something? The music, which is, like, super solid. The Pillarman, is that what it's called? Because that music is frickin' mwah. Syrinx, you get out of here. We're talking about JoJo. Get your Halo knowledge out of here. You're coming in here. We're having a book club meeting about JoJo, and Syrinx comes in here with the frickin', like, the frickin' Halo encyclopedia and drops it on the floor, and everyone's just like, stop it. Stop it. We're talking about JoJo right now. And then Syrinx pushes up his glasses in a very Reddit-esque way and goes just like, did you guys know that in Halo 3? And everyone's like, no! I made the mistake of saying Halo 3 because I have no, like, cool fact about Halo 3. Like, I don't know nothing. Well, too bad. I just did. I'm combating Syrinx for forcing me at gunpoint to say that derriere joke earlier. It's very important that he is punished for it. These are important things that we need to do. If he isn't reminded of the situation, he will be doomed to forever repeat it. Must be he can protect himself, I assure you. He's a tough cookie. Villain will. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Okay. If that's the case, ooh, do I still have that? 1 second. Ooh, do I still have that? Do I still have that? Do I still have that? No, I don't have it. Shit. Give me a second. One moment, chat. Talk amongst yourselves. There. Oi, don't you freaking bunk out of me. Also, Cobalt, I am upset with you at this point. I'm mad at you. And hello, Fox. How are you? Hold on. Dang it. Ah. This is taking longer than I was expecting. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Where are you? Perfect. Easy. I am now evil Will. And thank you, Fox. That's very kind of you. But fine. Cobalt. Also, everything's wrong. Everything's wrong, and I'm having conniptions. There we go. So now we have that. So now we start with the stretch. Ah, bit my freaking brother. So we start with the stretch. Evil Will is adorable. Heck you, Cobalt. Come into my chat. Demanding all the things. I'm like, man, should I put the squats and push-ups back in there? Probably not, but let's do it. Cobalt just immediately... Look, this is literally Cobalt right here. There, that's Cobalt. That's what Cobalt was doing in that moment. And we stretch backwards. And shake out our wrists. There we go. I'm gonna drink a frickin' sip of tea instead. I've got the pipe for it. It makes sense. Oh, I know, Cobalt. I was wearing like 15 stinky notes yesterday, okay? I recognize that I don't have enough places for people to dump channel points. Okay, so I have that. So now I need to do squats and head pat. Fine, the head pats will play while I'm doing this. This was 15 stinky notes. Stroopwafel. All right, we're doing the stupid squats. Headphones are off, so I can't hear any noise redeems. The squats are gonna be weird. And yes, Vitrify, I'm aware that it was a mistake. I fucked up. I acknowledge that. But and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, excuse me, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. I did not do my freaking stretches this morning because I was a lazy bum and now I'm regretting it. Alright, and now push-ups. Hold on, I need to take the glove off for that. You go there. Go over there. Fine, chair. Fight me then. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this what you wanted, chat? Is this what you wanted? Hello, Avatar? Is this what you wanted? I refuse, Syrinx. That's too much work. I will count. That is what I'm doing. Fighting with the chair. My chair didn't want to roll. Oh, it's because one of those was under the chair. Okay, never mind. There's a reason it didn't want to move. A reasonable reason. And now I have to sit here being mildly out of breath. Because I didn't do any exercise today, so now I'm like going from nothing to full, and it's like, ugh, mistakes. You know what? At this point, no, I'm not the bad guy here. Hold on, I need to set this up properly. There. You guys are the evil ones. Got to make sure you get your exercise. I say as a complete hypocrite. Yeah, you wait, Cobalt. Next time you stream, if I remember, which I likely won't, I'm gonna make you do push-ups and squats if you have them active. Well, I normally do a light workout in the mornings. It's mostly just like yoga poses, but you know, still, like they're meant to just move the body and practice some flexibility, but Oh, I can't make it to Cobalt streams. They're too early. I've semi-fixed my sleep schedule, except for yesterday, or / last night, because I was chatting with a friend about getting, on how to do certain things for a project, and that resulted in us being like, hey, we also haven't talked in like 3 months. We're gonna just go ahead and catch up. Pandemonium, hello! Howdy do. How goes the adventures of the panda? Did you platinum yet, panda? Are you almost there? Can you finally cast aside the game and breathe easy? Watching you art while I haven't drawn a single line because all I've done is talk. And it's not really even an art stream. It's more just like, hey, so I want to do this book club thing, and I think it would be fun if I make a set for it. because there's a new program that I want to use that can use 3D sets. Stop hitting the microphone, Will. Jesus Christ, you're an adult. But I would need to design it first. I'm not just gonna willy-nilly create a setup for it, right? So I'm like, maybe I should just try to design one on stream. But I'm not sure yet how it's all going to look, but we'll figure it out. Want to catch up on more Obake Pams? I don't know who that is, Brian, actually. Hey, that's exciting. Yeah, I have to model it all, though, which is... I mean, I modeled this pipe last night in about... I think it took me about an hour. Texturing included, which is not too bad. Do you like drawing interiors? Panda... My most I had two most hated classes when I was in art school. One was life drawing, and the other one was perspective. Because our perspective teacher was an asshole. Oh, her! Yeah, she's the CEO, right, Brian? Okay, then I am aware of her. I think Icefox has made a game for her before. I will fight them. Oh, they frickin' sucked, Panda. They were the kind of thing where, like, every week we had to do, like, a pretty complex perspective drawing, and I'm very, very bad at designing rooms because I am like a hyper minimalist. Like, if you were to look in this room right now, you'd be like, wow, could you put a poster up or something? And I'd be like, I guess, but it's not gonna happen. So it's like, we're supposed to design a bedroom, and I'm like, I don't know what to put in it. I guess we'll just put some, you know, piles of clothing on the floor and a, you know, a freaking nightstand and a bed, etc. And then what would happen afterwards is we would bring our freaking drawings to school, our perspective drawings, and then we'd have to go to the front of the room, put them down, and then we would have to decide which was the best ones and the worst ones. And if he was not satisfied, he would make us go through it again and move stuff around. And he would literally make it that if you were on the left, you were in like art hell, and if you were on the right, you were in like art heaven. And it was like, I hate this so much. I'm doing my best. Like, I'm putting hours to try and make this right, and I'm always on the left side. And it just, oh my god, I hated that teacher. I hated that class. I was a miracle that I passed it, but oh, rage. And then life drawing I've already talked about, because life drawing gives me insane anxiety. I'll renew wasn't I can model things, how to say, I can model grossly basic things very quickly, but they are not optimized. They're far from optimized. Like this pipe that I have right now, way too many polygons. Like, I might actually go back in and just grab the low poly version of it and just do the texturing again. Just super simple. Some teachers just hate you and want to make your life miserable. Annoys me because it's all a power trip. The worst part is, though, is that, like, he wasn't a bad teacher. Like, he was good at teaching you stuff. Just his method of... We'll do the biggest quotation marks I can. Hold on, but no, I'm just going to do it with T, because I know how this is going to go. His way of encouraging you to do well was rage-inducing. And his argument was just like, do you think that they're going to be nice to you in the industry, and it's like, bud, we're not in the industry. Some of us are barely capable of drawing in here. We're trying. Don't freaking break our spirits before we're even out of first year, you absolute cruel word here. Like me, for instance, we had to do an art portfolio. I literally spent 3 weeks watching art tutorials. Just every day for hours on end. And just like really quickly, just like drawing a couple of things, like picking out the ones that I thought was best and sending those in, and I got in. So it's one of those just like, hey, yo, do you ever think that some of us might literally have no artistic background and just like don't need you to freaking have our, not our feet on the coals, the whole freaking body in the coals every single day? You unpleasant human being. And then there was no issues with any of my teachers for life drawing. I just can't do life drawing, and it's infuriating to me. Like, it always felt like this. There we go. If this is our time... For, like, most people, like, a fair number of people were already here. You know, like, they came in with, like, you know, having done some art classes in high school, etc. And, you know, they would steadily increase, because of course they would. Like, we'll presume that this is, like, end of the year. And then there were some people who would start, like, here. And, you know, they would steadily increase. And sometimes I'd even, like, catch up or almost catch up. Like, they make some good progress. And then there were some people, like, there were a couple of people who... We'll take a different thing. Who would do this. Like, they wouldn't quite catch up to everybody, but they would make solid progress. Like, if they kept putting in the time and effort... they'd catch up to here relatively quickly. And then there was me. There was me. From the beginning of the year, or from the beginning of college to the end of college, where we had to do life drawing every semester. I made no progress. I was just a ball of anxiety and rage. It was such a pain in the absolute butt to go to life drawing class. There was a person beside me who was a buddy of mine who was at the same level as me. He started here. He was about here by the time we were done. And I was like, I don't know how you're doing this. I don't know why. I don't understand. Like, the reason that it took me so long to start doing art streams on this channel is because art for the longest period of time was literally like fight or flight inducing to me because it was so frustrating. It still is to some extent, but I've learned to move past it. And that wasn't because of any of my teachers. My teachers were good. First teacher, not great, but not, like, wasn't terrible. Second teacher was, like, a hard ass, but he was very good at what he did. And he graded you based on progress, not based on, like, milestones. So, luckily, because of that, I managed to pass all of my life drawing classes with him. Because it was just like, well, you did make progress, so we'll grade you based on where you were. And I'm like, oh, I wouldn't be passing otherwise. Seriously, cheers to that frickin' teacher. Actually tried his dangdest to drag my ass through through that program. Like, legitimately, before classes, he would, like, sit down with me for, like, half an hour and, like, give me, like, worksheets to help me out. Like, it was very, very, very helpful. Like, he did his absolute dangest to try to get me better, and I just didn't get better. I remember once we were... Also, hey, Dorn. I remember we were at the end, I think it was second semester. No, it was third semester. And we were all so swamped. Like, just so absolutely swamped with work. Like, we had, like, 2 modeling project, an animation project, like, 2 drawing projects, and then we had to draw, like, 30 different bones or something. We had to draw the clavicle, we had to draw the shoulder blade, we had to draw the neck vertebrae, we had to draw the spine, we had to draw the pelvis, we had to draw the humerus, the femur, like, all these different bones. And I just remember that all of us were just so dead tired, like, no sleep. We were maybe sleeping like 2 hours a night. And one of the peeps had finished drawing the bones. And they're just like, saw us all just miserable, and they're just like, do you want to copy my drawings? Do you want to, like, semi-trace over them? And all of us were like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, why not? I think it would save you guys a lot of time. And everyone's like, it would save us a lot of time. Bless that student for saving most of our lives. I think we actually got a couple of hours of sleep that night because we could at least scratch one project off the list. Like, a lot of great memories from art school, but would not want to do it again. Because it was stress. Anyway, we should probably start actually working on, like, the project at hand. Sorry, I just need to do a quick, like... practice lines. Art school. Panda is not amused. Why did you not like art school, Pandemonium? I ask, knowing that every person who went to art school didn't like art school. And Ruby, you go, if you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. You don't need my permission for anything like that. Like, there's no obligations of any kind. But unfortunately, I'm not great as a designer. Like, I design rooms the way that I play The Sims, where I'm just like, shoomp, 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 and it's just like, perfect. All right, there's the bathroom. You know, we'll put the bed, or sorry, we'll put the bed here. Here's the kitchen stuff. Here's, like, the seating area. Here's where, like, all the door and the door. And it's like, here's all the stuff that they need for their skills. Perfect. Wallpapers, don't need it. Outside wallpaper, don't need it. Floor, always carpet. If I'm gonna be honest, I think I got lucky that my professors were great, but administration kind of soured everything. Oh no. Oh, there's nothing worse than bad admin. But I'm sorry to hear that, Pandemonium. I'm happy at least that your professors were good. Very happy that your professors were good at least. They have the potential to carry you through most of the way. Just kind of trying to think about how this place would be, because I see it just being a square because it's simple. I think I would have quit if the professors were all so bad. Ooh, that's how bad administration was? Holy hell. But you didn't, and now you're a cool-ass artist who plays a frick ton of Yakuza. Living the dream right now, Panda. Ugh, sorry. Got that sweet, sweet cough still. The actual instructions in my trade are cool, but the journeymen who teach you on the job are utter bad people who actually hate you, who actively hate you. Do they just hate you, though, because it's like one of those weird, like, you know, that weird, like, abuse pyramid, you know, like, it just passed from the father to the son and from the son to the grandson? Is it that kind of a situation where it's like, well, the guys who were teaching me were assholes, so, you know, now I gotta be an asshole to the one who comes afterwards. I hated that we always had to drop people from my class, so mine looked like caricatures. That's totally fine, though, Ruby. Like, I still think that, like, learning to draw is good. Partially, yes, and also they got used to the job that on everything they do, they can tell you should know this already, even if you've been on the job for like a month. Oh. It's a superiority complex. Got it. Well, I mean, eccentric, it's a great lesson for you then when you end up having, not journeyman, apprentices under you. You can be the person who isn't like that. You can break that cycle. You have that capability. You can weather the storm. You can break these cuffs. I'm thinking about, oh god, you could be this guy, eccentric. You could be the, this could be you. You could be the journeyman who has weathered all the storm and is letting the little apprentice not have to weather the same storm. The mechanic in my shop are literally the same way. They've grown up working on cars that are so mechanically simple and grew with technology, and now apprentices come in and expect to learn everything all at once and get yelled at for being overwhelmed. As somebody who gets overwhelmed easily simply due to being who I am, I hate that. I hate that a lot. To heck with those people. It's the people who can't put on, and like, I'm guilty for this, obviously. I think everybody is. But like, there are people who just can't put themselves in other people's shoes. You know what I mean? Like, they've just been here for so long that they don't know what here is anymore. So they can't even be like, they can't even say to themselves like, well, maybe they don't know that. And it's like, well, I know that. Why don't they know that? And it's like, because they're not you. Heckin' duh. Also very fair, eccentric. It's a how to say it. It's a two what the heck do you call it? Like it's a two birds, one stone situation, right? You're simultaneously making their life easier, and you're also making your life easier by making it that if they know stuff, it makes your life easier potentially later, especially if it turns out that those guys end up being, how to say it, like if they have the potential to teach the people below them, and then if those people below them end up becoming like an apprentice to you when you finally become a journeyman, you know, and they show up and all of a sudden they have like some odd, how to say it, like a bunch of knowledge that a lot of the other ones don't. You're just like, yeah, I did that. And also it means I don't have to tell you what to do as much. Excuse me. Oh, my tea is empty. Dang it. All right, we've been talking for almost an hour and nothing's been done. So I'm going to draw one really quick square. Look, I drew something. I am trying to figure out a little bit how I want to do it. A part of me thinks that it'd be fun to have like a little fireplace right here. And then like, because we'll probably have the camera here. So I probably don't really have to model anything beyond this point. Wait, if it's like that, then I'm already doing this wrong because it's 90 degrees. If we do it like that, then I really don't have to model that much here. And like, we could literally have the door here. Like, I don't mind the idea of drawing a door, but like, have like bookshelf. Probably put the, you know, the obligatory armchair. I'll put the little, what do you call it, like the sidearm table there. I don't even know how much you're going to see, all things considered, but like, you know, this is a pretty simple basic setup. Again, I realize that I never mentioned this in case I didn't. This is gonna be the book club room. That's a very strange M. There we go. So this is kind of what I'm thinking, at least for basics. But like, you know, this is an overhead view, so there's a lot of stuff we can do. Like, we can put pictures on the wall, we can put little references here and there. Like, I think there's a lot of things we can do here, which is why I would like to potentially get some participation from you guys if you're interested, because I think that might be a good time. And like, we can like add more stuff as we go. I don't even know what book I'm reading this month yet. I got randomly referenced a book last night, but like, I'm cautious about it because it's apparently quite the horror book. Called House of Leaves, I think is what it's called. Add a mug. Well, the mug's gonna be on there, Blue. There will definitely be a mug. We can't not have a mug. House of Leaves base. I don't know nothing about it, Eccentric. Well, I got a tiny bit of information last night that it is a well-written book that simultaneously creates agoraphobia and claustrophobia at the same time. That's the most base take right there, Dorn. That's the most base take. Is there a place where I can read more? I don't have any places at the moment, Avatar. I'm very behind on this. I need to make a spot still on Discord that's dedicated to the book club, and like, it'll be multiple spots like book suggestions and like, how to say it, we'll have like one place where you can like, if you did read the book, you can write like a little review that we'll talk about on like at the end of the month streams, etc. I'll have a single spot where I'll just write like what book we're reading that month, etc, etc, etc. I also learned that there's actually an Indigo near me, so like, I'll actually be able to go out and like grab this book, whatever book it might happen to be, unless it's stupid expensive, then I'll try to get it in a different approach, but I would like to have a physical book if possible. But I will get there, Avatar. I'll write it down right now on my increasingly large to-do list. It needs to be... One second, just so that I have these in my brain right away. But it stops me from reading. I think you can get them for... Sometimes you can get those books from libraries, though. I don't know if you have a library close to you, Blue. I think I might potentially. Maybe, but I'm not sure. There we go. All right. Excuse me. But yeah, so there we go. And I'm going to do all this because this is also a nice excuse to, how to say, this is a nice excuse for me to practice modeling and texturing. And it's also a good incentive for me to try working on the new program that I need to learn. Like, most of, like, the book club right now, besides, like, wanting to actually read more, is specifically so that I can make this and learn a bunch of stuff and just be like, yeah, I made this. So I can finally use it. Hell yeah, Blue, there you go. And I could recommend a million books. What program are you going to learn? VNyan, specifically, Panda. Which is kind of like VC Face, but you can import actual, like, 3D environments into it. And I want to figure that out and do that. Yeah, I saw, what was it? Pumpkin Potions? Like, you know, like 2023 wrap up. And I was just like, I could do that. Some of it. Not the body tracking, but the rest of it I could. I'm going to post my collection of physical books in a bit. Don't you do it, Eccentric. I don't have the stuff set up yet. I don't have it set up yet. I'll set it up ASAP after stream. I have like 7 things I need to do after stream. Today's going to be such a clusterfuck. Some people are like that out of ignorance too. At my previous job and other internships, other interns were thrown into the trenches without actual life, real life practice to learn everything based on trial by fire. People already work. They're acted kind of asshole-ish to us because they were expecting people that knew what they were doing, but they didn't know that we were thrown there without much of a choice either. Oh, Disco, is this like the situation where it's just like internship, you know, like minimum wage, expected 5 years experience, like that kind of a situation essentially? Where you're just like, I just got out of school. How could I possibly have 5 years of experience? Although, granted, we were always taught in art school that it's just like, yeah, they're going to ask how much experience you have, and you're going to say that you have as much experience as many years as you've been doing school, because you've been practicing in the industry stuff at school. So you have experience because you've been practicing. And that helped a couple of us get, like, our first gigs, because it's just like, how much experience do you have? It's like, 3 years. Yep. The suffering of the artist who just wants to get their first gig and then get grossly underpaid for the work that you do. And have a good look, sir. Wow, my tongue is way too big for my mouth at the moment. What the heck? Have a good lurk, Syrinx. Ooh, I don't know if that would be really obnoxious to do. Ooh, that might actually be really obnoxious to do, actually. Oh, no, we could make that work. That wouldn't be that hard. I'm going to circle this really quickly so that I don't forget the idea. And then we're going to take a tiny little break. Oh my god, wait. Did an ad just play? I hate the way ads work. They're so frustrating. What the heck? Oh, why thank you, Avatar. Uh-oh. I drank too much, and now I don't have a tongue. Luckily, the side effects only last for, what kind of thing? 4 hours! Well, it ain't gonna be a problem. Sorry. I'm sorry, Blue. I'm sorry that I'm like this. Also, I have no idea what the frick my display is doing right now. Fix yourself, please. No, still not gonna happen? Alright, fine. Then we wait a tiny bit longer until that button stops being gray for no reason. Ah, we're only gonna do this until the end of the month. And at the end of the month, if it was like not even notably worth it, it's like, all right, we're turning the frickin' ads back off again. We'll just do the 3 minutes per hour thing and just call it a day. Because, man, you got to be so diligent with the way that it is right now. Obnoxious. But all right. No, wait, we can't yet because it's not done yet. Bitterness. Well, then in that case, I'll just say the idea now since we still have the time. What could be a cool idea, and I don't know if this is a good idea, but the bookshelf situation. So just for super simplistic, situation, just super. No, that's not how a bookshelf looks, does it? It looks more like this. What I'm thinking is, whenever we finish a book, we put it on the shelf. We can add little, baubles and stuff as we go, if there's any, inside jokes that might be fun. But just, slowly over the course of the year, we just start filling the empty bookshelf with books and memes that we've created, potentially. I think that might be a fun idea. And, a bookshelf is quite easy to model. That wouldn't take very long to do. And books are not difficult to model. I'm looking at this from multiple perspectives, obviously. I'm simultaneously looking at it from the perspective of interesting approaches to streaming, interesting approaches to look, reasons to do certain things that will be engaging for the streams, and how much work will this be for me? Because all of those things are important at the end of the day. And I was first just crap, but I'd have to constantly do this, and it's wait, no. I can literally just for context, if I'm understanding correctly how this would go about, I would make this this whole thing, bring it into probably Unity, because I don't know any other programs. It would just be to turn it into the correct type of save file. And all I'd need to do at that point is just have the file be correct for how to, or save that file. So if it's just Bookclub room dot blah 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 blah. Hey Moon, how's it going? And at that point, you know, like, you just save that file out to whatever it is the file type is that can go into VNyan. But all I'd have to do is if I ever need to change anything, aka add a book, I can just have the file, so like new book. Just open this file back up again, bring the book in, place the book properly where it needs to go, and then just resave it out and put it back into VNyan. Like, it would be a very simple thing to do, all things considered. Excuse me. So yeah, I think that's how we're going to approach it. And how are you, by the way, Moon? I hope that you're having a good day so far. Happy Saturday. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to approach the, like, book filling situation. I think that'll be fun. Now my next worry is finding a book that I'll actually, like, be able to sink my teeth into. Because I do need something that I'm going to be invested and interested in. There's certain genres that I just don't get drawn into as much. You know, that's always fun. I had a friend who used to have a job working the night shift at the border. Like, being, how to say it, like, doing, like, the paperwork for, like, the transports that would go by. And I one day was chatting with him, and I'm like, so what's that like? He's like, I go through several books a week because I have nothing to do there. There is, like, 30 trucks a night in an 8-hour shift. They are very easy to put through. I just read to pass the time. And I'm like, oh, and he's just like, yeah, I'm running out of books really fast. So occasionally I've gone to him and be just like, if someone were to start reading books again, what would you recommend if they like fantasy stuff? And he just, I unfortunately don't have the list anymore, but he literally was just like rifled off like 10 different series. And I'm like, oh, I should remember these. I didn't remember them. Excuse me. Whew. All right, we're going to take a tiny break. I need more tea, clearly. So we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. You guys know the deal, but in case you don't, we're going to take a little bit of a tiny little... We're going to step away for a tiny little bit if you guys can and are able to. I hope that you get up and stretch. Grab yourself something to eat. Grab yourself something to drink. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back in about probably less than 5 minutes, but 5 to 10 minutes, we'll say. I'll see you guys in a few moments. Icebox, thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry. How was game dev? You were making ping pong. I forgot the one thing. Ah! Ah! It's okay, Icebox. I'm sorry. I am a mess. How was the game dev? How was the ping pong? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. I'm a mess right now. Progress was made. I tamed the pinball. Hell yeah, my dude. Glad to hear it. And hello, Flossie. Was just pondering you. The reason I'm even late back from the frickin' BRB is because I was listening to Promise Less or Do More again. And le pipe. Oh yeah, I made a pipe. I made a pipe. I don't know who recommended the pipe, but to the one who recommended the pipe, thank you. But I'm glad to hear that you're making progress, Icebox. Genuinely, I was chatting with a friend the other day. I don't remember who it was, but I was just like, man, coding is kind of crazy, especially watching people who know what they're doing. And they're just like, yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, there's this guy, Icefox, that I watch sometimes. And he just, like, does things, like, in crazy rapid succession where I'm just like, I don't even know what's happening. And he's making things work really quickly. Yeah, it does. It does, Flossie. And I finally am learning the lyrics of it, too, which I enjoy the lyrics, too, which is fantastic. That's one thing that always tends to break a song for me. Is my Godot inspo? I actually agree, Avatar. I want to get as good as Icebox at Godot someday. It's on the list of things to do this year. I mean, not to get as good as Icebox. There's no way I'm doing that in a year. But at least having some semblance of awareness of how to do Godot by the end of the year. And by that, I mean I want to be able to at least be able to be like, well, I broke it, but I could have some semblance of a theory as to how I broke it. Also, something's not right again. There we go. I am not reading a 1,500-page book in 1 month. It's not happening. I have too much shit to do and Baldur's Gate 3 to play. What if they're all pictures? Can you classify that as a book, then? It'd be a picture book, I guess. But how does one review a picture book? I was a big fan of page 1216, with the man hanging upside down with a rope around his ankle and a noose around his neck. It was a fascinating way of doing. No, comic book. No, I'm taught. You said all pictures. All pictures, implying no text. There's no text, there's just pictures. It's like literally having a book of tarot cards. Shippy said it's actually a collection. Well, you have to say that, Eccentric. That's Bologna. You inflated the numbers, you trickster. You devil. Pictures have text on them. They don't have to. They can just be pictures. Bound in a single cover, so ha. Should still be mentioned, just like, what is it, like those, what is it, like, those books that are like a collection of short stories. It's like, yeah, there's like, you know, like, let's say 700 pages or something. And it's like, oh, that's a pretty big book. And it's like, no, it's just a bunch of short stories. You know, that was brought up to me last night, Avatar. Specifically because I was modeling the pipe. They were just like, you need this. And I'm like, I don't want this. Red Storm Rising. All right, then I got a question for the book readers in chat. So Flossie, Eccentric, you two are on the front lines right now. Books like House of Leaves uses some of its pages to display emotion, but not using it in a productive way from the perspective of like amount of words per page. So there are potentially dozens of pages that are dedicated to like a single sentence. Do you still count? And no problem at all, Icefox. Please go stretch your legs. Do all the goods. Super appreciate your raid, and I'm sorry that I'm all over the place. My ADHD has just been a thing, and I feel like I'm perpetually saying that as some kind of an excuse, but it's just like, it's one of those, like, I'm not saying that it's not my responsibility to keep in check, but just the last couple of days, it's just like, nah, dude, it just ain't happening. Stinky note. I've been attacked. I've been struck down. An ice fox came in and was just like, heckin' lol nerd. Consider the sticky note placed. Yeah, not a good week for me. Oh, you too, Panda. Where you're just like either hyper focus or no focus. Just all the time. You just get like weirdly like distracted by pointless things. And just buzzing around your living space. The amount of times, like yesterday when I wanted to model something. 4B, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. Oh, goodness. Yo, squad leader. How's it going? And hello, 4B. How are you guys doing today? How was the rest of your the Marvel snap? There we go. Did you kick ass and take names? The last thing I saw before I had to step away was you made a guy QQGG. Where you guys were mid-game and he just quit. Because I think you dropped like a freaking hammer on him. A metaphorical hammer, mind you. Doing good. Seems I was making a lot of guys retreat. Aw, yeah. Freaking Marvel Snapchat over here. Just like, behold my powers. Casually puts down 3 cards. Does the frickin', you know, Yu-Gi-Oh thing where, like, you show one of the cards and the person does, like, the Kaiba. As they just melt in the brilliance that is your capability to put cards on a table. That really diminishes the actual thing, but that's not fair. I played Pot of Greed. Oh god, yeah, there's the freaking ADHD again, where it's just like, what were we talking about? I swear we had a topic just a second ago. I don't remember. Oh yeah, that thing about where the thing. Sorry, I got a message randomly from a friend. Had to go and sass them for a second. That's what it do, Yugi. Heck, I almost forgot the freaking topic again. Oh my god. I've found though, Panda, I'm curious if you have this too. When I really need to work on something, like I know that it's something that like I have just enough willpower to like actually dedicate time to, but I know I can't focus on it. I'll like have to do certain things to get that focus. My thing is like literally find like a quote work song, as in like find one song that I will just loop until the project is done. Like, it's not even there to listen to. It's just noise so that there's something for my brain to partially focus on so that I can dedicate most of my focus to the actual project. Hell yeah. I am not alone. ADHD comrades in arms. I remember when I was in the college before art college, when I did the alternative energy program. Shut the fuck up and work song. Yeah, exactly. I used to have that when I had to work on homework. And I used to do my homework in the living room where a bunch of my roommates would also be. So I just have my earbuds in, but they weren't like very like sound resistant earbuds. So like they were pretty noticeable. And I had a tendency to play music pretty loud because it helped drown out my brain. And my one roommate at one point just like walked over and was just like, okay, you need to fucking stop. I can't listen to that song again. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you've been listening to that song all day. I can't. Stop it. And, like, I didn't even remember doing this, you know? Like, I would just, like, go to, what is it? Before YouTube had the capability to loop songs, I would just take the song and put it into, I think the website was called Endless YouTube. And it would do the same thing. It would just play the YouTube video, but you could just make it that it would always just keep playing it. And I just put it on there. I'd never think about it again. And I apparently made one of my roommates freaking like almost lose his mind. Because he'd just hear my song that I'd be listening to do work just over and over and over again. Now I have good headphones that don't do that. And like earbuds that are like the ones that you push in fairly deep. Yeah, that was the other thing, Avatar. Endless YouTube could do that too, where you could just make a snippet. You'd be just like, I just want from 1 minute and 50 seconds to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Just play that. That's all I care about. Hey, TK, how's it going, my dude? And now you can technically do that because YouTube has the clip function. So you could just clip that section for yourself and then just listen to that clip. Slowly, that website is becoming obsolete, and I'm very sad about it. I mean, it's probably completely obsolete at this point, but still. Also, for B, if you need to go and do the good things and the hydrations and the bathrooms and the eatings and all the other things that are post-stream things, please by all means do so. I just simply appreciate you popping in and saying hello. Always good to see you, my dude. And also thank you for making me aware of the chibi. I will be working on that tonight as well. There is a lot of things that I need to do tonight. My list is like 6 things long, I'm pretty sure at this point. All I wanted to do was play some Baldur's Gate before bed, but now I have work responsibilities. Ugh. As my friend always says, I live the most difficult life. Ah, so dumb. Anyway, I apologize. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to think. Because, like, this is pretty okay. Like I said, like, if you guys have anything that would be neat to maybe put on, like, the walls or something, or, Oh, thank you, Eccentric. I didn't see it. It's not letting me zoom back to it. Fine, I'll scroll upwards then. Honestly, it's very subjective because the text and page size. And page size. Anyways, so I'd count it. Small pages. So is it really that? Eventually I stopped caring. Okay, I get you. Like the idea of just like it's I feel like there needs to be like a mild, how to say it, if you're like addressing it to somebody else, I feel like it's reasonable to be like, if someone's like, how many pages is it? It's like, well, it's 700 pages, but like not all of them are what you think they are. You know, like if you were to condense the book, it'd be closer to like 500 pages, you know, like that kind of an idea. Although I feel like a part of that is potentially like spoilers, because I am now aware that like House of Leaves has that shenanigans. What is the current layout idea? Oh, Flossie. So, fireplace, bookshelf, like a, how to say it, like a high back chair with a thing beside it. We're kind of just making this as we go, figuring it out as we go, if you will. So at the moment, it would look more like... let's just do this really quickly. There. We'll double this. Dook. No, not what I meant to do. Misclick. Misclick. Ah, panicking. And now, mind you, I'm not very good at perspective, so this is going to be a whole thing. Benjamin Toast tapestry above the fireplace. Oh, God. You know that I have to model and texture this, right? But at the moment, it would be like, all right, let me just mentally do this. Okay, there's that. There. And then come out. Technically, this would go out more like that, and then... fireplace, and then... Sorry, just doing a really quick and gross doodle, because I haven't done perspective in freaking years, because perspective sucks. And then probably be... chair. As we said, probably a high back chair. That'd be the cushion, and then we'd have... oh, God, perspective. It's so hard. Kind of this kind of a situation, so this would be fully filled up. Might even have like a little drawer here or something. Aquaticus nodding off for a bit. That's totally fine, Brian. If you need to go lay down, like, please go take care of yourself. Like, don't feel obligated to like have to be here for the whole thing. If you need to go and sleep, please by all means sleep. I'm just going to expand this really quickly. Oh, excuse me. Up. Just super gross and fast. No, not there. Gotta be divided into threes, obviously. Kind of like that sort of a situation. Not great, but it is. But yeah, Brian, we're just kind of figuring out the layout of the room a little bit. I'm not saying all of this will work, but we're gonna give it a try. But yeah, we can add like little decorations here and stuff if you guys were interested in that. Also, this needs to be a little bit more like this. Now that I think about it, it's a little bit flatter. This is all probably gonna be like brick and such as well, etc. And I want to draw all the bricks. I'm lazy. But do you have an idea for a potential for the... You mentioned the tapestry, right? Like, do you have, like, an image or something that I can kind of, like, use as, like, a reference, Flossie? Because, like, I feel like the... How to say it? I have the angle kind of wrong. Like, I kind of have the camera a little bit like this. But, like, the camera is probably going to be closer to, like, here. So it's more of a this situation. One came to mind, I'll have to find it. If you can find it, be super appreciated, because, like, I am a man who needs reference badly. Need to change the layout of one of my pictures at some point. The perspective is kind of gross right now, and I want to see if I can tighten it up a bit. Hell yeah, Brian, do it! If you must cast aside the entire thing, then so be it. In my past, I've learned that sometimes it's just easier to go, fuck it, I'll start over. But yeah, there's like super basic idea. We'll fill this up with books as we go. Oh goodness, I didn't even set the frickin' shelf at the bottom here properly. There we go. Very wobbly and gross and simplified naturally, but the general idea is there. But like I said, we're going to be looking more in this direction, probably. Nivek, you're a butt! You're a butt made out of stinkier butts. I'm not taking it back. Can't you see I'm a smoker now, Nivek? I can't do workouts anymore. I have smoker's lung. Did someone say butts? I did. I'm calling Nivek a butt made out of stinkier butts. And hello, Ling. How's it going? You gotta work even harder. You gotta work even harder. Yeah. How's it going, Nivek? Happy weekend. Why am I here when you're talking about butts? I'm not talking about butts. I'm specifically saying that Nivek, being the individual that is making me do squats and push-ups, is a butt made out of stinkier butts. It's very important distinction. Oh no. Come on. Don't you just sit in there. Oh, Madge, please, no. It's just stuck. Ah! Well, not happening. So we'll do the squats and the push-ups instead, because somebody came in here and is threatening me with violence. See? Haven't even started yet. I'm already coughing and wheezing. Look what you did, Nivek. Look what you've done. Look at the pain and chaos you've caused. Maybe also a floor light? I don't know what a floor light is, Flossie, but a reading lamp would be pretty neat. I'd have to figure out how to make that work, but I could probably make that work. All right. Squatch time. Man, I'm happy with this pipe, though. Even though I need to fix it because the seam is really bad. Sounds like we're gonna need to get that out of you. Freedom, no, please. My English is bad. So Flossie. Flossie. Read that sentence back to me for a second. Madam, did you just proclaim that your English, as an Englishwoman, is not up to par? Is that what you're telling me right now, ma'am? And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Oh man, I don't know what is happening with me right now. 6, 7, 8. Floor lamps are lamps on tall posts. Oh, thank you, Brian. I didn't know that's what they were called. I have one right beside me at the moment. 9, 10. I think that was it, right? And we'll do one more just for safety. Do what freaking Stream Elements says, chat. Take care of yourselves. Alright, now for the push-ups. My least favorite part. Just need a strong hit of the old tobacco pipe to get through this one. I feel like that would be the worst idea in this situation. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Honk! I realize probably nobody heard that honk besides me. Everything sits properly. There we go. We heard it? Oh, you did hear it? Or was it just me yelling it? No, we heard it. Oh, thank God. It would have been... Honestly, I feel like it almost would have been better. If you hadn't heard it, to have me just do a bunch of push-ups and squats and then just go, honk! Flossie, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading your English is not. No. I won't be doing that. Shh. Stop hitting the microphone. Honk, if you love justice, not what, Will? You know what? It's too easy. Come on, give me a less stereotypical but still very British statement. None of your pips and your cereal box or your cereal bee containing boxes. It'll smell like no, it'll smell like tobacco covered books. It'll be a hybrid. It still won't smell nice, though, Eccentric. This is an important thing. Though, if I can make it happen, and I don't know how... I don't know if what you just said is real, Flossie. Flossie, go back to bed. Yeah, Flossie, you're killing Dorn with all your posts. Look at how much he's drank. Gestures over to the pile of beer next to him. A surprisingly real a giraffe? What does that mean? Are you having a giraffe, mate? What does that mean? Are you causing a fib? Is this a tall order? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that someone's pulling your leg? A giraffe? A laugh? Wait, so it's just you having a giggle, mate? Is that what it is? It's a Cockney rhyming slang. Oh, good lord. Yeah, taking the piss, mate. Or my favorite, that's great, mate. Would rate 8 out of 8. But if I go about saying, are you actually... What? Are you actually birthing a giraffe? What? The worst part is I have no reason to doubt you, but you could just be so full of shite right now. And I can't, I have nothing to fight against it. I am completely out of my element here. Please don't doubt. I'm trying not to doubt, but I am a skeptical individual, TM. On God, no cap. Is that the situation right there, Flossie? God dang it, she said the thing. I hate it here. Flossie, did you find that tapestry for me yet? All facts, no There, that's the art on the wall. That's what that's it. I'm just gonna have a sticker on the wall that's just a dead. It's just a dead person. Just a dead. Freedom, I don't trust the statement that you've just made, and therefore I will not say it out loud because I'm cautious. Again, skeptic TM. Ah. I'll stop saying that now. I'm sorry. But see, here's my problem right here. You know, that smiley not included. This is what would happen with perspective drawings. I'd get here and be like, all right, well, now what? You know, I might put books in there, etc. But, like, it's like, well, now you gotta personalize it. And it's like, with what? The room is now functional. Could maybe put like a freaking throw rug down or something, like a round carpet or something. Oh! Okay, that's good, actually. Okay, with that new information looking back, well done. You've given me the final puzzle piece in order to fully be able to display the picture that you've created. And I approve. It's good. Hold on. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to look up reading room. And we'll see what kind of stuff we find there. Well, a lot of reading rooms are actually quite simple as well, but like weirdly elegant, depending on where. Oh god, that's a freaking... That's too much. Probably skulls and stuff. No, most of the modern stuff that I'm looking at right now, Avatar, are very just like L couches with like an entire wall dedicated to a bookshelf with like a cutout so that they can put a painting into it. Ooh, I kind of like that. Hold on, I'm kind of on an adventure right now. Unexpectedly adventuring. Don't mind me. Just spelunking my way through Google Images. Okay, well, some of the places have like a little coffee table in the middle with stuff on it, so it'd probably be like right here. Coffee table's not the correct word, obviously. I mean, it could be a coffee table. But like something to put things on. Well, I feel like this room should actually only be about this big, so that it's not as like ridiculously full of things. So if the door is right there, we still have some room right there, but nothing really has to go there. Just another bookshelf or something can be a thing. Theoretically, we could put a window right here. So if we wanted to, we could do like let's see, what kind of windows do they have? One that I'm seeing that's kind of drawing my attention is just like a simple bar, ball on the end, curtain flowing down. How am I not able to draw simple straight lines? My goodness. A little fold, because you gotta have those folds, because otherwise it doesn't look like real cloth. And we just literally just cover it up so that we don't even have to show it. But we know that there's a window behind it. Easy. And it adds a little bit more to the room. Look, the room is becoming more cluttered, as it's supposed to be, apparently. For whatever reason. And yeah, there'll probably be a little carpet on the floor as well, because it would make sense to have a little something. Especially for the table and the chair, in case stuff gets moved and you don't scratch up the wooden floor. Push it a bit more. Hell yeah, Brian, I'm glad I can help. Unintentionally. But I'm glad that it's helping. Unintentionally implies that I'm trying to impede your work, which is not the case either. I'm glad that what I'm doing is indirectly helping you. Boom. There. Easy. Yeah, we can put something up here. Not sure what. I think Blue mentioned that he wanted like a mug or something, so it's pretty easy to just put a mug. Boom. Easy. Not sure what kind of mug, but it'll be a mug of some sort. Oh, it could be a mug that could read like, "Please be patient, I'm a slow reader." Boo. That might be fun, actually. And not that difficult to make either, which is nice. There we go. All right, sorry. I'm doing too many things at once, and by that I mean I'm constantly being distracted and being like, oh, somebody's live. Gotta go check and see who it is. And it's like, don't do it. Hello, Luna D. How are you? Luna D, are you good at, like, interior design? Because I'm not. And if so, I mean, this isn't a great drawing of a room, but, like, if this was like a reading room, dang it. It's gonna be like, if this is a reading room, what would you recommend? But if no, then I guess that's just how it is. I'll just sit here being sad. Beanbag chair. But it's supposed to be like elegant reading room. Why do you think I have a pipe right now, Luna D? Because we've got to stay within the nice loveliness that is simultaneously eclectic but also lavish. And by that I mean it needs to be kind of like, what's the word that I want to think about? Like British bougie. Lamps. Oh, wait. Mantle clock. Like, there needs to be a clock right here. Also, wait. Lamps is a good idea, because somebody else mentioned lamps earlier. Aristocratic. Thank you. You found the word that I was never going to reach. I'm not clever enough for such words. Aristocratic? A word that I very much enjoy but can never remember even in the best of times. It was the best of times, it was the blurst of times. Paintings. Flossie made the comment about a tapestry, but I'd need to see an example in order to like fully comprehend what to do with that. But I did see something. Okay, I see this. Hold on, where is this? Okay, there. I see like this. It like pops out of the back of the chair. I think it's actually a little bit higher. It's to light up your book, I guess. It was the blurst of times. Brian, you're not even listening to what I have to say. I mean, it's also literally just a Simpsons reference, and I'm sorry. These are 1,000 monkeys preparing to write the world's greatest novel. Shh! It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. Throws the paper back at the monkey because Mr. Burns is an awful man. I don't know if we'll do this weird lamp, though. I don't know how to feel about it. That's not the correct one. This one. Not sure if we'll do this lamp, but we're just doing ideas at the moment. We're coming up with the funs. We're coming up with the sillies. We're like, hey, that might potentially look like something. But yeah, most reading rooms from the Google search is just like comfy chair, fireplace, bookshelves, table, window with curtains. Those are like the things. I also have a reading light behind my chair, but it's a standing. We might do a standing light instead than Flossie. I think I like that idea better. Simpson, eh? Doesn't ring a bell. Okay, so what if we do... like that. What about that? Flossie, is this okay? A footstool. Ooh. Make a really small one here, just to have it there. I'll have to probably move this boy a little bit more to the side to make this work. There's different style, but yeesh. Oh, I see. Well, I went for the one that I'm aware of, so sue me. No, silly Brian, that's an empire. I don't know why I've decided to be a gremlin right now. And I believe you are correct with the Ottoman as well. Although I think Ottoman is technically... Ottoman is a storage thing, though, right? Technically, like, it's a footrest with storage capabilities? Or am I very unreasonable in making that proclamation? I know that some Ottomans at least have the capability for storage. How about a... I don't know what that word is. If I type that into Google... the first thing that happens is Google translates it to me from English or from French to English, which is couch. Hold on, let's hear what it is. Everybody, we're about to get audio in 3, 2, 1.
Divan.
Divan. Divan. Also known as a couch. Although the ones that are showing me here, they look like faint. Like, what do you call that? They're like faint couches or fainting couches or whatever the heck they're called. The ones that you're supposed to go, oh! No, fainting couch. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. There's only one reason for a thing to look like that. Wow, that is incredibly tiny. There's only one reason you would design a couch like this. For you to fall on when you're feeling faint. When the world is just too much for your, what's the heck is, for the, what is the word that I'm thinking of here? The word dainty comes to mind, but that's not the word that I'm looking for. For your delicate spirit. When the servants just aren't doing what you're attempting to do, when the servants just haven't been cleaning the house like they're supposed to. And oh goodness, the husband did not get the promotion that he deserved, even though he makes more money than God. And my goodness, the government is at the door again because we have to pay these ridiculous things called taxes. It's enough to make a woman feel weary and faint. Oh goodness, merciful me. Martha, get me my fainting couch. I'm feeling rather faint right now. I did not do that very well. I am fumbling all over the words. That was not a good improv session. We're gonna end scene that one and try again. Oh, my poor constitution. Oh, thank you, Flossie. That's what we need right now. Just like, oh, my constitution. Oh, it's failing me. Goodness, I can feel my cheeks losing their color. Oh, my knees, they're so weak. Mom's spaghetti. I'm saying it here right now in response to Avatar's statement. Never, ever make make Constitution your dump stat. You are a fool if you do that. You will be murdered brutally, especially if you're a clothy. And hello, Bells. Bells, are you good at interior design? We need help. And for some reason, Flossie's been promising me this tapestry, but I'm just not allowed to see it for some reason. And also, I don't know how to say the word that you just typed, Bells, but I'm going to write it and hope that Google helps me. Google is just showing me things. It looks exactly like the frickin', what was it? The duvet, whatever the heck that frickin' French word was. They look very similar, just mildly shorter. Bells is the best interior designer I know. Whew! Alright, well, Bells, have I got some questions for you. What do we add to this? I know that this is just a cluster of terrible art and poorly drawn lines, but hopefully something makes sense here. Oh, wait. We forgot a very important thing. There you go. Now you can see it's a fireplace. Mm-hmm. I realize that if I do the setting that I kind of want to do, I'm gonna have to, like, start very British-esque at the beginning. Just like, good evening, my fellow esteemed colleagues. Tonight we will be indulging ourselves in the wonders of the writings of insert author name here in their wonderful little book known as insert title here. It was quite a good read, yes. And then Flossie's just like, stop talking like that. And everyone else is like, what Flossie said? And I'm like, okay, we'll just talk normally. Avatar, you forget the part where I have to do all the art for this. And I can't do a cool drawing like that. Those are very particular art styles. I do like the idea of the painting on the wall, though. I just don't know where. Probably like here. Or here. Or here. Depending on what this tapestry looks like. I don't know why I'm bullying Flossie right now about this. I just want to know what the tapestry looks like, and I'm afraid to Google it myself just in case it's just like she has a very particular one in mind, and then I look at this one, I'm like, oh, well, this looks like something, and it's like, that's not the one. That's a bad one, Will. Stop using that one. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, also, crap, it's the time. Oh, it's almost happening. I did, but I can't find the right words to search for properly. Well, good news, Flossie. You got yourself 5 to 10 minutes to try and find it, should you wish to do so. Because we're going to take a tiny little break because the ads are crawling up, and I'm not letting that happen again. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're once again going to be taking a tiny little break here. It's a good idea. Well, you've been smoking for 2 hours straight. This can't be good for your health. I don't care for my health. Haven't you seen the tabloids? We're all good as dead anyway, thanks to that warming of the climate, as they do say. If you read the newspapers, right? I wish I had a piece of paper right now so that I could, like, furl it as if I'm opening up a newspaper, but I don't have one. So it's just like, well, if you really read here, it seems we're going to be dead within the next 500 to 700 years anyway, so why not start indulging yourself in the good vices?
I do love myself a nice puff of tobacco, especially when it's flavored like chocolate. I'll indulge in anything that tastes like chocolate. Tobacco, chocolate, hot chocolate, heroin. If heroin can make me taste chocolate, I'll shoot that shit into my arms all day! We could take a 5 to 10 minute break. I'll be right back. Ads incoming. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to go and walk the walk of shame.
I have no idea how long I was gone for. I'm sorry. Will, I can't find the... That pops so vividly into my mind. It scores... Composition of Mr. B Toast. Oh no! Well, then I guess I'll have to look for it at some point. It's the only hope. If we're gone 100 years, everyone you know is dead. Fresh start. Sounds like a cool situation to me. Checkmate. In Demolition Man. Oh no, but like... I just keep doing this. But then I'd be like a weird, edgy VTuber, you know? Because everybody's like super polite and friendly. And I'm just occasionally just like, frick! And everyone's like, oh. And then a couple of people are just like, I like to watch him because occasionally he just says... He says bad words. Can't see it, but I'm giving a thumbs up. I made the mistake of opening a bag of gummies because I don't know when to stop. Also, what all happened in chat? My goodness. Oh, never mind. I'm completely caught up. Yeah, Bells, you're an interior designer. Help. I don't even think they were thin-skinned. I mean, the movie is basically how to say it? There's a bit of an idea about the idea that, like, eventually, how to say it, like, the world will become soft. The kinder we are, the softer we become. And then if you look back at the past at how tough everybody was, we won't be able to handle it. It's an interesting thought process. Don't know if it's correct, but it's an interesting way to look at it for sure, for certain. All right. So if we are going to put a tapestry in, then the tapestry would probably be kind of like this then. Womp. If I were to take a guess. Flossie, would this be unreasonable to say? Like, there'd be like 2 pins in there. And you're totally good, by the way, Flossie. Very reasonable? Alright, we can do that. I realize that it kind of looks like that there's like a flag hanging there, which is not the case, but... Why did I draw that there? Goodness gracious. One moment, please. Literally made a different layer for it, and then didn't draw it on that layer. There we go. Well, that wouldn't be too hard to do, honestly. It just... Take the 2 pieces, make sure that it has enough polygons, make sure that those 2 corners are pinned, and then basically just do cloth physics on it, just to make it drape a little bit. It's not too hard, actually. It would be the actual, like, texture work that would be difficult, but... Mostly because it needs to look good. But the unwrap would probably be pretty easy, too. Could probably even just make it out of a single plane. Well, make it out of a plane with a bunch of different polygons, but... Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to do, honestly. Sorry, I'm more and more just like in my own head, just talking to myself. I don't know if that's good, but is what it is. Voice actor for Tiger. Demolition Man has the voice actor for Tiger in Ice Age in it. Really? Huh. Wait, who does he play as? Who is he in there? Is he just like a background character, or is he like a major character? Those people who like to live on the edge of your lifestyle. Ah. Yeah, it's been many a year since I've seen that movie, Eccentric. So I'm a little like sitting here too, like, I think I know who you're talking about. Demolition Man is the same to me as Nightmare Before Christmas, where it's like, have I actually seen that movie? Or have I just been told about it and seen, like, clips about it so much that I think that I've seen it? You know? Like, false memories. Just like, oh, no. I know Demolition Man is one of those movies for me, too. But I have a lot of those because my brain does not work properly. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Okay, yes. I think I remember him if I'm seeing that image correctly. Ooh, and places for candlesticks, maybe either side of the mantle clock or on the ground. Ooh. Okay. And in that case, hold on. Where did I put that idea? There's that idea. If we put the mantle clock, we're just doing this shape. I probably won't use this shape, but you know, just to have something there. And then we'll have almost like one stick candlesticks, or like, sorry, those one stick like candle holders on either side of it. Boom, easy. For anybody who's super getting their hopes up, I need you to remember that I'm going to be texturing this. It's probably not going to look amazing. It's probably going to be very bare bones. It will be cleaned up over time as I get more experience with texturing and figuring out the general feel of it. But don't expect miracles to start with, because you're only hurting yourself. I have a very, I think I've said this before, but I have a very Paul Terry approach to things where, like, it's very, like, quick and dirty. Like, does it work? Does it read? Yes, perfect. Maybe the tapestry painting could go on the wall beside the case, so that it's not, so that it's not clustering the fireplace. I don't know. I kind of like that, though. Honestly, it's a nice centerpiece. So I feel what you're saying. Like, if we either put it like here, like above. Excuse me, like above the thing. Or like literally have it like hanging from one of the shelves. I don't like that though, actually. That takes away one of our shelves, and we don't like that. Where the tapestry, that is way too much work that I am not willing to put in. There are certain things that I already know are beyond the limitations of what I want to do. So I'm just like, nah, we're not even going to go down that road, because just wanting to do certain things with the program limitations that I have is going to be like, I would have to like learn coding, learn how to do that, and then figure out how to do that. And I don't have the patience for that stuff. And it's just like, no. That's why my freaking model doesn't look like how it's supposed to look, because I'm just like, I know that's just going to be hours and hours and hours of just rage. Like, just not worth doing. Like, my character is supposed to technically have the hoodie semi-draped over them. Like, they're not supposed to be fully wearing a hoodie. They're supposed to have the front is supposed to be unzipped. One side of it is kind of laying down so that it's folding only on the, how to say it, like the elbow part of the arm, and the other side is still on the shoulder. I don't know how to do that. And I know it's going to be bad for my mental health if I try to figure it out. So I just don't. Because I know where that's going. And I don't want to go down that road either, because as soon as my hyperfocus clings to it, then I'm never going to be able to let it go, and that's going to be even worse. I know where I stand. I know who I am. Admitting your flaws isn't a weakness if it keeps you freaking sane. No, don't erase that. That's fine. Where did I put the thing? There? Yes. We'll keep the tapestry there for now. We'll put it a little bit higher. I think that's the best option. Because I like the idea of the tapestry there. And again, like, we're changing the camera up pretty soon so that it's more like this direction. But only if it's not important. That's the problem, eccentric. That would become the most important thing in my brain if I had to figure out how to insert one of the major things here. And I'm not someone who takes resistance well, especially because I'm really, and I've said this many times, I'm really, really bad at Googling. I cannot use correct terminology, and it is rage-inducing. It is genuinely like me, like, slapping my desk in anger or having to get up and, like, walk away from my desk entirely. Like, nah. There are just certain things that I'm just never going to do because I want to keep my desk in one piece. I wish I was joking. Ugh. Honestly, I think this is a good start, though, like what we have here at the moment. It wouldn't be too difficult to, like, put this together. Like, the general model I could make in probably a sit-down. Like, the super, super basic stuff I could slapdash together pretty quickly. And that might be for the better, because then I can actually be like, yo, gang, this is what it looks like right now. You know, like, literally with just, like, you know, it would literally be, like, box with extrusion. And, like, box with hole cut into it, you know? And it's just like, hey guys, so here's like me putting things together in like about like 20 minutes. This is kind of what it looks like. What do you guys think? Because that's not that difficult to do. Because it's just like, this is just a square with holes in it. This would just at the beginning would just be a square with some extrusions, which would be relatively easy to do. This is like, the room itself is literally just a just like four what do you call it? Four polygons that you just slap some colors on. The fireplace would be a relatively easy one to do. Especially since it's dig into it, you can just have it sink in and it doesn't really matter. Sorry, I'm just kind of like running all of the just like, oh yeah, well I would approach this like this. I would approach this like this. Excuse me. Yeah. After I get some other stuff done tonight, I might just end up doing that. So more. Oh, this is what I do when I'm alone, eccentric. I just talk my way through things. It's just like, okay, well, if you do this and you do this, okay, well, I gotta do that. Well, this will have to be like this. Okay, well, if you gotta do that. This is why I play music. Stop hitting the microphone, you silly Sally. Because if I play the music, then I stop talking to myself, and instead of talking to myself, I just do it. It's very strange. There's the whole idea of... You know, there's the concept of, like, the inner voice and how there's actually people in the world who don't have an inner voice. I have an inner voice that when I register that it's there, it stops talking and I start talking out loud, even though I know that I'm just repeating what it's saying in my head. It's very strange. Sent some inspirational vibes with the arrangement of the mantle, just with the clock in the middle and candles on and candles rather than vases, and placement of tapestry. If I find tapestry at some point, I will send also. Forgive me if I can't find it. Oh, you're totally fine, Flossie. I'm just being a sassafras. Let me see here. Let me see what we have to see. What is this thing that Flossie has sent me? As my internet struggles to do. Ah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's doodle that. Where's the spot that it's at? There it is. So in this case, that's a little bit too big. It's like clock over here. Hello, Spicy. And then the candle holder like so. That goes there. And then the other candle holder is over here. Might even put an actual candle on it specifically, but still. And thank you for the hydrate, much appreciated. One moment, please. Just trying to get an idea out on paper. Ooh, we could even have it that this one's a little bit taller than the other one, just to change things up a little bit. That'd be pretty easy to do as well. And also, thank you for the stretch. Heck, this one we could even, like, it could be, this is the one that actually has, you know, a candle on it. Whereas, like, some of these other ones don't. And then this one could probably also have a candle on it, now that I'm thinking about it. Easy. And let me do the hydrate and the stretch really quickly. Thank you, Spicy. How are you doing today? Happy Saturday. Slurp. And we shall do the stretch. EP? I mean, that's probably a good feeling to have on a Saturday. Because that means that you can sleep as long as you want. Within reason, I hope, assuming you don't have responsibilities. But hoping that you don't have responsibilities, then you can indeed just go, I work weekends. Quit your job. I'm very good at advice. Pardon the cough. I just got this job. Damn it! Hold on. Hold on, there's a way around this. Aggressively threaten your boss with demands of non-weekend hours. Can't go wrong. Only possibility. Preferably holding like some kind of really old musket. Throw the rubber chicken at your boss. Boom. Easy. Assert dominance. Just throw a rubber chicken while holding, like, a functional musket. Naturally, also, you obviously, before you throw the chicken, you have to scream tally-ho. And then you throw the chicken, and hopefully he's not paying attention, so, like, he turns around to look what the noise is, and then he takes the chicken to the head, and then when he's just like, what's going on? That's when you just hold up the musket. Not like in a going to fire way, but just, like, enough that it's within eye view, and it's just like, boss, we got some talking to do, you and I. Tally-ho would actually be a good name for a rubber chicken. And I'm sorry, Spicy. I've been in a weird improv brain today. I'm sorry that you're working on the weekends. I hope that you're not getting overworked, and I hope that you can get some sleep. That's what I'm supposed to say. That's what a good streamer would say. But I'm in a strange, like, I just need to take things to strange directions and be like, blah, 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 blah. This makes more sense to me. Give the name for a rubber chicken. We just did. It's Tally-ho. Or, alternatively, name it Pecker. And make sure that it's a rooster. Ah! Comedy gold. Man, I'm doing a Nuzlocke run on Pokemon Sun. Or, like, trying to. And I don't know what the heck the name of the Pokemon is, but it's the little, like, black and white bird with the pretty, like, pointy beak. Starts with a P, I'm pretty sure. And I wanted to name him Pecker, but the game wouldn't let me. And I was like, this is bullshit. I was denied a very good name. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, Flossie, go get some... Flossie. Spicy, go get some sleep, you goober. Go enjoy a nice meal if you haven't yet. Drink some water or something tasty if you prefer something other than water. And go take care of yourself. Go do the goods. Can't. Wait, are you still at work? Are you at work right now? Must arson somewhere. If this is considered your relaxation, then you know what? Go do the arson. Within reason. Like, find like a building that's already ready for like demolish, like that's already ready to be like demolished, you know, like it's ready to be like deconstructed. Just go in there and just like be like, I'm gonna just set every floor on fire. And then people will be like, wow, we don't even have to do construction work here to demolish it. That's crazy. Thanks, Spicy. Here, have half the price of what it would have cost to do this, which I don't know how much that cost, but I presume it's in the thousands. And then they just hand you a check, and then you're just like, yeah, and then you go take a nap. This is all done in like early Looney Tunes style animation. It's just how the world works. I say, being a complete hermit who does not like being outside or interacting with people. Because the people are dumb. Not all of them. I've been very lucky to have met a lot of very intelligent people. But holy heck, I've encountered some people where you're just like, how did you make it this far? Insert giant rant about people in grocery stores here. I think this is how we're gonna do it though for now. I think this is a nice setup. Yeah. I was first thinking that we would add all of, like, the games we've beaten stuff into this one as well, but I'm like, yeah, but that's not what this is, you know? Like, this is a separate thing to that. We're specifically doing the opposite thing, right? Like, for every book that we read, we put it in the bookshelf. And no problem at all, Brian. You have yourself a good night. I hope that tonight you actually get some good sleep, my dude. I would like to read there. Well, maybe one day I'll model it properly and it'll look good. And hello, Mama Emma, how are you? And thank you for the bombs and 1 cookie, which is very dangerous to get near, and I don't know if I want to go get it. It's like you want to reach for it, but it's like, it's just covered in landmines. And it's like, I don't know if I have the dexterity to weave my arm through this in order to get to the precious gift that is within that just sphere of danger. You get bombs for smoking, but it's a bubble pipe. I don't have any effects on it yet. I'm hoping to be able to do so. Nah, empty and blue is how I like it. As you read, it fills in the gaps for imagination. Ah, well, there you go. Guilty and proven innocent. Look, I literally modeled the pipe last night and I wanted to see if it would look good, so I put it on the character to test it. That's it. Specifically because of what we're working on right now, I want to draw... I wanted a pipe because we're going to be doing a book club every month, which I need to get that all sorted out and stuff too. I'll wire the book room for Will. Don't worry, it'll be affordable since I'm not a real lecturer. That does not instill confidence. Don't worry, I'll get this all sorted out. It'll be super below above board. I'm sorry, what'd you just say? I'm saying that I'm not an electrician and therefore will do well. Thumbs up, and it's just like, I'll be taking the vote from the jury. If you are found guilty, you will have to pay a fine of cookies to Blue. But I don't... First of all, I don't have 5,000 cookies. That's a lot of cookies. And second, there's no smoke coming out of it. This is the equivalency of, like, when you just, like, nibble on a pen while you're working, you know? Where you're just kind of like, as it's not working. That's what this is. There's no smoke in this pipe. How to say it? There's no tobacco in this pipe. It's purely it's essentially a fidgeting tool, actually. Smokeless tobacco, it's more powerful. Like smokeless gunpowder. I think that was a thing in Dragon Age, if I recall correctly. It was like the smokeless gunpowder so that they could blast in the mines easier without everybody suffocating from all the smoke. I think that was the thing. Maybe I imagined that. I don't know. I don't know. But all right, I think this is where we're going to tap. We're going to tap a little bit earlier than usual, 10 minutes earlier, because I'm like, I got a couple things to do, and I actually kind of want to start modeling this, at least like the super basics, like just the super basic of basics. Big advantage with guns other than power was the lack of foiling, which I'm not sure what foiling means exactly, which allowed for proliferation of semi-automatic and fully automatic. The buildup of gun. Ah, okay, actually, yes. Now that you say that, that makes sense. Oh, wait, would that be... No, it wouldn't be fouling. It'd be... I'm not meant to speak anymore. My brain is melted. All right. We are going to go. Hold on. Who do we got? Wait, Cobalt's playing Hades right now. All right. We have our target. Easy peasy, lemon difficult. We're going to go sass Cobalt because he's playing Hades like a nerd. His is a user for vote run too. Yeah, I voted. I don't remember what I voted though, but I was like, I should vote. That one. I think I voted for the wrong one though. I should have voted for the speed run. Ah well. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging out. Thank you for helping me with the ideas and just the general concept that is going to be this freaking madhouse of an idea that hopefully will work. Like I said, I'm going to be after stream, once I get all this stuff figured out, I'll make sure that there's a section in the Discord, because you got to do it, dedicated to the book club. I'll make a recommendation page. I'll make a a recommendation page, an announcement page specifically for book book club members, so that was like, we are reading this book this month, which I'll have to figure out the thing to do in order to make sure that that's a thing, but that shouldn't take too long. And we'll make like a review page for the books that we're reading, and then at the very end we'll do like a book discussion page, so that if you guys want to talk about books and stuff, you can go in there. Easy peasy lemon difficult. All right, we are gonna go over to Cobalt. He is playing Hades at the moment. You guys know him. You guys better like him. It'd be very upsetting if one of you guys didn't like Cobalt. He's a good boy. 26 people. Jesus Christ. Again, thank you for the peeps who did the rating. That's always super appreciated. I don't know how to express those appreciations properly, but know that they are appreciated. And now that I'm trying to think about how to display the appreciation, I'm having a brain short circuit. So we're just going to go ahead and do the cathangers that we're going to be doing. Wow! Oh, crush the timing on that one. So, if you're subscribed, please use the top raid message. And thanks to Dorn, a bunch of you guys are now. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom raid message. And we are going to go over to Cobalt. So, for a quick outro before we head on out, thank you guys so much for sticking around. 28, Jesus Christ, it's actually going up. What the heck? Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you are super appreciated. Hope that you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it happened to be for you. Hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it happened to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. So, thank you very much for being here, bedbreads and sleepyheads, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for, I don't know yet. See you guys then.